He embodies teamwork, family, and respect. He has a culture that he's created on his own on the island with his team. Essentially one big family. He has respect of everyone, including myself that works in the company, for everything that he's achieved, and he's really helped me out in my position, kind of following in his footsteps.
Hey Carl, congratulations on winning the Telstra Legacy Award. It's well deserved. I've always appreciated how much you lead the culture on the island, how you drive it, and how much you've been an advocate for employee ownership. So thank you and congratulations.
I think with Carl, although he exemplifies all of our values, it's really family and entrepreneurial spirit that come to mind for me. I've known Carl for the better part of 5 years now and worked with him daily for the last 3. And our relationship truly is like family. We bicker, we debate, but we respect and care about each other a lot. And when someone invites me into their home to stay when I come and visit the branch, it really means a lot. And Carl has done that for me and many other people at the same time. And the way he looks after his team in Nanaimo and the team in Victoria and throughout Centra. Carl genuinely cares about each and every one of us, and he's shown most of us that on more occasions than once. And on the entrepreneurial spirit side, it's just Carl's can-do attitude. It's just can always be done, and it's got to be done for our customer and for the better of Centra, and the example he sets for everybody with the work he puts in, again, to do any task that's asked of him, spend time away from his family to take care of difficult customer issues. The list goes on and on. So just incredibly proud. I don't think there's anyone more deserving of the award, although we have so many great staff here at Centra, but really proud to see Carl get this award this year, and so very deserving. So congratulations, Carl. Congratulations to the whole team in Nanaimo, because I know you're going to share this with your team, and very well deserved. Thank you.
Congratulations, Carl. I'm not sure what took you so long, but you're truly one of the most deserving people I can think of for this award. I've worked with you for over 10 years now and got to know you better in Nicaragua, and you're one of the most fun people to hang out with and most caring people that I know. You have the biggest heart and probably the biggest hands of anyone that I've ever met, and we're very fortunate that you decided to move your family and everyone over to Canada and join Centra, and we're so lucky to have you. When I think of the values of Centra, there's no one I think of more so than you. You're always there for everyone, whether it's offering up your home or deciding to sleep on the floor. You're just there to ensure the comfort of everyone else around you, and it's just amazing. You're a great individual, and you're always pushing, sometimes a pain in the ass, and yes, you are going to get that truck. But it's always in the attempt to grow Centra and the brand on the island, or someone of your team to push them into doing more. So again, congratulations, Carl. You're well deserving of this award, and we're very thankful that you are on our team.
I have known Carl for 7 years now. And the first year that I worked at Centra, I never even got to meet him. It was all over the phone. And I always remember how I loved speaking to Carl, because we would always have all this chit chat prior to getting down to business. But it was really the fact that I could always rely on him to help the customer and get something done quickly. It was just leave it with me and it was done, and I never had to worry about the customer care and if people were being followed up with. So as a marketer at the time, it really meant a lot to me. And then over the past year, I got to know Carl even more through the LDP program. And he is just someone that is so warm and inviting. And Carl, I just want to thank you for every hug you've given me, every pat on the back, every word of encouragement. You have always been a light at Centra for me and for others, and you're just a wonderful person and so deserving of this recognition. So congratulations, Carl.
I just want to take a few moments to say a few words about Carl McLean. Carl has truly been a leader and a mentor for each and every one of us on Vancouver Island, both personally and professionally, even if we can't understand what he's saying half the time. Our culture and our success are direct results of his vision, his direction, and his good nature. Carl makes time for every aspect of our business and genuinely cares about the business and its people. Centra on Vancouver Island wouldn't be where it's at without him. I am personally honored to call him my colleague, but more importantly, a friend and a brother. And Carl, I love you. Thank you for everything. Cheers.
Hey there, mate. Carl McLean. Although I had met Carl quite a few times, I never really got to know him well until I went to Nicaragua with him in 2015 on a Centra Cares trip. And once you go on a trip like that, I feel like you're kind of bonded for life. You have a connection with people that supersedes all the other stuff that passes us by during the course of our lives and our work, and you always have that connection point. And I really appreciate that about Carl. The thing that stood out to me about Carl on that trip and ever since, and even before, I just didn't know it, was his ability to be a true team member. Down in Nicaragua, Carl was just one of the guys working away, doing whatever it took to get the job done, jumped in wherever he was required. And that's kind of how he leads his branch in the island. He does what it takes to get it done, and if he needs to be out on a sales call with the sales reps or doing a measurement or setting up scaffolding or finding a weird way to get something done, he does it. He's built an extremely strong team culture over there, and he's been through some highs and he's been through some lows. But his actions always are one that is team-based. And I've seen him go through a really low point where he had to do some massive layoffs just before Christmas. And it just really ripped Carl apart because he hated doing that to people just before Christmas. And Carl always feels the successes and gets really excited, but he feels the low points too. But he feels it from a team perspective. What does this do to my team and my people, not my people, but just the people that are part of my family? And so that's the characteristic that stands out to me the most about Carl, is his ability to be a really strong team player. So yeah, Carl, team member number one.
I think it's with good reason that Carl celebrated our events time and time again. He means so much to everybody on the island. He has a lot to do with the great culture we have out here, both branches. He's the first one to jump in when he knows anybody has a problem. He's got everybody's backs. It's also been great seeing Carl's growth from really being into the nitty-gritty of the business, out on remeasures and services, just putting out fires all over the island all the time, to now being able to grow and be a part of the bigger picture and really challenge himself and put him out there. So I've seen a lot of change in Carl this year for the better, and we're excited for what he can do for us, for Nanaimo and Victoria into the future. So as always, Carl, you deserve it. Wish the best for you.
Hey there, Carl. Congratulations, big fella. You know what? This is so great to see you win this. I don't know if a lot of people know your story, so I want to just share a little bit. I think you winning the Telstra Legacy Award is a real testament that people that face challenges in their life or don't have the same opportunities, like yourself, English isn't actually your first language. And that became apparent in every conversation we have with you. But you've really worked on it, and it's great to see you being able to communicate much more effectively with all of us now. And it doesn't sound like you're driving through a drive-thru every single time we talk to you anymore. So thank you. I make light of you, Carl, but you're a friend, you're a partner, and you're a well-deserving winner of the Telstra Legacy Award. You embody entrepreneurial spirit. When I think of you, when I think of the impact of Carl, you have an ability to create relationships like no other. You create relationships between the branches and head office. You've helped create some of the concepts of town halls, communicating, having closer connection, which has been vital to Centra's growth and being one Centra in total. I know we've worked together from a long time. From the time that Nanaimo, we were just trying to get 3 days of work a week, to the crews that we've built out in Nanaimo and all of Vancouver Island. It's incredible to see the growth there. One thing I remember back though is we had a real problem in in the perception of an us and them between the branches and between head office. And I remember having many heartfelt conversations of, Carl, how can we improve this? That's what we want to do. And you being open to listen, and you come back and say, Garrett, what we need to do is we need to have more presence here. We need to communicate. We need to invest in the branches. We need to make sure we create alignment from everybody. And you know, some things like the town halls that we've got upcoming, that we're doing in the following week here coming up, they came from you. And I really credit, and what I feel this year is the branches are the strongest they've ever been. In fact, all of Centra is the strongest it's ever been. And that's because of the closeness and the alignment between all of our branches, all of our teams, and all of our people. And those people that have special gifts in relationships, like yourself, that epitomize relationships, have really made that happen. So thank you, and again, thank you so much for helping us, teaching us, and being a great partner. You are definitely a well-deserving winner. Cheers.